Something new is coming, something big to the card collection genre on mobile gaming, and today I'm going to tell you all about it. The game that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, going in depth into all elements of, is currently called Project Battle. It's unreleased to the public as of today, but it is going to be coming for you guys to indulge in very soon. A free-to-play card collecting battle game unlike any other that you've seen before. Within this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the cards, the heroes, the dynamics, some gameplay, and some deck building. It's going to give you guys a full overview of the game so the hype can be as real with you as it is with me. I'm so excited to not only play this game for you guys, but to play it with you guys. So let's dive right in. We're going to start out right here on the main screen of the game where you see my hero that I'm using, which is Rathalos over on the left hand side, and you also see some events, free matches, room matches. If we go over to single, you can go to single player events and practices, things like that, but who wants single player when you can actually get into the action with live players? And also the other option on the bottom is to go to cards where you can edit decks, or you can view and craft cards. That's right, you're able to create cards if you're not able to pick them up for yourself through packs and things like that. So that is the main screen, pretty clean, pretty amazing looking, and like I said, whatever hero you decide to use, they're gonna be showing on the left-hand side. On the topic of heroes, why don't we dive deeper into them, giving you guys a better understanding of what they do and what they're for in the game. Before I do though, guys, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, because I'm going to be coming out with regular content for Project Battle. Really excited about it, and really excited about my partnership with the developers to bring you guys this content on a regular basis. So the heroes that we have available are right here. There are multiple classes of heroes. Some are easier, being the red. Some are more difficult, being the ones down in the black. So let's take a quick look at some of the heroes. We have Ryu, and each of the heroes has three different elements, three different abilities that you can choose when you're building your deck. So we have the Shinuku Hadouken, which deals 7 damage to an enemy unit. We have the Denji Renki, and we have the Metsu Shoryuken. Sorry if I mispronounced any of those, but when I were to be building a deck, I would choose one hero and one of these abilities, whichever would best synergize with my deck. Now, I'm not going to go into details with deck building here today with you guys, but I want to show you guys that there are different elements to each of the heroes, and there is a ton of depth to this game at all elements, even at the hero level. But let's even go a little further. Let's look at more of the heroes here. So we have Rathalos, which was the deck I was showing you. Again, 3 different abilities. We have X right here, pretty sweet looking character. We're looking at a green card, so a different class right here. And again, 3 different abilities. We have the Chun-Li. Who doesn't love that Chun-Li kick? And you could utilize that in the game using this ability right here. So that's one I could guarantee that I'm going to see many decks built upon. When we slide on down, we have 2 more classes to look at right here, guys. Starting with Morgan, looking like a boss in this game. I've seen some amazing decks that have been kicking my butt using her. And again, 3 abilities. We have Dante, of course, his 3 abilities, and followed up by the black class, the most difficult to use, the most difficult to master, but maybe the most powerful once mastered. We have Albert Wesker and his 3 abilities. And finally, the Nergigante. Hopefully I said that one correctly. But again, a boss, a beast, very difficult to figure out how to build decks around him properly. But once you do, you could be a difficult thing for your opponent to deal with. 3 abilities here as well. That's a quick overview of the heroes that are currently available in the game. Another sweet note here, guys. More heroes, more cards could be added at any time. This game is never ending. It's a card collecting game after all, which I'm super stoked about. In Project Battle, there are so many cards, more than I can go through with you guys in any video on any day. So we're going to get an overview today, guys. You have both action cards and creature cards. Creature cards are cards that you're going to actually play, cards that are going to actually be used to battle against your opponent, and the action cards are cards that are going to be used to give buffs to those creature cards. As we scroll down, you're getting a good look at all of the cards that we have available here, guys. So the cards with the flat top, so we have DJ right here. DJ is going to be a creature card. This is going to have 2 attack and 5 defense, and it costs 3 mana to play. So you see the 3 on top, the 2 is the triangle, and the 5 is the shield. I hope that makes sense to you. It's pretty straightforward and pretty easy to get off the bat. Now, an action card right here, this is going to be giving a buff to your cards that you currently have on the deck, on the playing table. And right here, example, this one is sneak attack, has its ability. Some of these cards are going to affect all of the cards that you've played, and some of them are going to affect only one card that you have played in the deck. I'll tell you guys, this game is extremely in-depth with a ton to learn, and it's just too much to tell in one video, especially an overview video like this. But let me give you an idea of some of the more crazy cards in the game. So let's take a look at only the legendary cards right now. We're going to confirm and take a look at only some of the legendaries. So let's go right here and take a look at the Dual Dragon Hado, the Hadoken right here. So you have both Ryu and Ken on this card going to have its abilities. You have X rocking on this legendary card. Like I said, not going into the details of each of the cards specifically, but obviously legendary cards are going to be more difficult for you to attain. Also, though, they are going to be more strong or stronger than other cards that are more basic. That doesn't mean that they're always better, though, guys, because sometimes you want to play those fast cards rather than playing those heavy cards all the time where you get stuck with nothing to play. I wanted to zoom in close for you guys to take a look at the secret cards. These cards are the most difficult to attain in Project Battle, and they are going to be some of the strongest cards in the game, and not only that, they are the most beautiful. Check out the motion and color within these cards. This is a card collecting game, guys. So stuff like this is so valuable to the community and to the players. Well, I'll say to myself as well, I want these cards on my main account when that does come out. Right here, we're going to take a look at some of the characters that we're going to be getting, or some of the cards, I should say. This one right here is the zombie card, and it's the tribe creature. Take a look at the artwork. Beautifully done. Obviously, we're living in a Capcom world for this game, which is pretty exciting for fans of those worlds. We're going to go in here and check out another one of these cards. Great thing that I could do for you guys is give you in-depth analysis of all the cards that I want to, or that you want to see at any point in time. So when I talk about content in the future, we're going to have a ton of it for you right here. This is going to be one of the channels that you're going to want to come to for details, information, gameplay, and strategy, plus some deck building on Project Battle. We got Chris Redfield, the human, in this secret card. And lastly, Sakura. So to give you guys an idea of what decks actually look like inside of this game, I'm going to give you guys an inside look at my Steamroll deck built behind Chun-Li right here. We're going to take a look at the deck, and this is a deck inside of Project Battle consisting of 30 cards. You have 30 card slots where you're going to choose the cards that you want. You can put multiple of some in there. I'm going to get into that in a moment. And these are the cards that you will play at random in the game. This deck will be shuffled up before every game. You don't know what order they're coming out, and you're going to get to play these cards. Now, you'll notice that I have some of my action cards, which have the round tops, and my creature cards with the flat tops. I have cards that cost only 1 to play. I have cards that cost all the way up to 8 to play. You're going to want to have a mixture of both of these, so you have those power cards, but you also have the lesser expensive cards to play, so you can get those hero abilities like we showed you earlier on in this video. So as you can see right here, I have Honey, a very quickly used card. I actually have 2 of those in my deck. For most cards, you're able to put 3 of that card inside of a deck, no more than 3, but legendary cards, you can only put 1 inside of your deck. So 1 legendary, 3 of another, but you don't have to. You can put only 1 if you want to. We have some of my creature cards. We got Kairi right here. We have Makoto right here. So this is what a deck is going to look like. Now let's go look at how it's played. Alright guys, we're going to get into some of the live gameplay that you guys have been waiting for the whole video to watch. As you can see, I'm using my Chun-Li deck that we just showed you guys. and we're gonna see what the battlefield looks like. 5-minute rounds. My cards are set up on the bottom. I got my extension pockets as well, and you can see my mana growing on the bottom of the screen. You can see my playable cards, but you can't see what's coming up next. Also, as you can see over there on the left-hand side, 0 out of 13. When that hits 13 out of 13, I'm able to use my hero's ability. You want to use that as quickly and as oftenly as possible. Notice I used an action card on top of my creature card. So it's buffing my creature, giving my opponent the ability to use an action card on top of it, which then I could play another action card or resolve, and then everything just kind of happens. Notice everything's stacking right here in the blue. That's telling you the effects that are going to be happening. I have 10 out of 13 of my ability ready to roll right here, so I'm feeling good. My card did some serious damage, and check out how I'm going to steamroll my opponent in this one just by the power. As you can see, my top triangle, which is 5, just did 5 damage to the enemy hero. Once that arrow went and struck that side of the screen, they were unable to defend. So I have my active response being played right now, buffing my cards yet again. 15 of 30, so my hero ability is just about ready to be popped up once this resolve is taking place, or if I play another action card, which I do decide to play right here. 16 of 30. My character, my hero, my deck still at 30 health, while my opponent is at 25. Alright, so there's my hero ability. It popped up right underneath. I'm dropping it on top of my cards. It's going to use that hero ability to give that damage. That's the kick we spoke about earlier in the video. It's giving damage to the opponent's hero as well as taking out their card along the way. Notice my center card is still up and still going. That's the trick, guys. Keep on buffing your cards, keep them strong, and keep them from losing. Again, look at that strike I just had on their hero, taking him down to 8 health. Active response played, 5 health down the opponent right there. And it's looking like they have nothing that they can do, no cards in hand to be able to protect themselves from what is about to come. This is going to be a quick round. Often they go much longer than this. This is a good round to give an example of what gameplay looks like. That was their ability being used. Active response used right here by myself. Look at that power. 8 on the attack, 12 on the defense for my main card on the deck right now. Putting some serious damage on another active response. And what you'll do is, myself as well, learn what all of these actual cards do. A lot of times you'll play cards, you don't understand them yet because we're trying to learn. There's so many cards in the game. Here's that hero ability right there again, guys. And that's going to take the match almost to an end. And look at this. Gonna smack that card out of the way, and that is going to be GG. That's what a round looks like. What did you think? Guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today on this video, and I hope you're excited for Project Battle as much as I am. Stay tuned for any updates, any deck builds, anything that will pertain to this game you could find right here. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for regular mobile gaming uploads here on my channel, and guys, I'll see all of you back here later on today with another video. Until then, be good.